Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück bei Star Ocean The Last Hope, bei dieser wunderschönen Rückansicht von Edge. Hier, tam, ta, 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 diese Schultern, diese Muskeln. Ich bin nicht begeistert. Ja, wir sind jetzt hier anscheinend auf der Erde. Ja, wir haben wohl irgend so einen, ich sag mal, Zeitsprung oder sowas gemacht. Ne? Und ja, befinden uns wohl auf der Erde, bevor das alles passiert ist. Demnach ist das alles, was wir schon bekämpft haben, auch noch nicht passiert. Und generell ist eigentlich noch nichts passiert. Ich bin mal gespannt, ne, was das jetzt für Auswirkungen hat. Cutscene. Oh mein Gott, Licht. Oh mein Gott, ein Kühlschrank.
This place is deserted.
It sure is, and has been for some time, from the looks of things.
For now, let's split up and see what we can uncover. Report if you find anything. Huh? What? This can't be.
Judging from the color degradation caused by ultraviolet rays, I'd say it's been abandoned for about 3 years. I suppose that's not particularly important, but...
Well, don't jump to conclusions, FaZe. If nothing else, I just figured out when we are. The date on this magazine is too faded to read, but there was an article inside that caught my attention. 2 years after initial experiments, our country has at last perfected the ultimate doomsday weapon. The hydrogen bomb, is what it says. If I remember my history, the first practical hydrogen bomb on Earth was developed in 1954. So basically, if you're saying this magazine is 3 years old, that would put us in the year 1957. In other words, we're on the Earth of nearly 150 years ago.
The Earth of 150 years ago? That's not even possible.
I'm not so certain, Mr. FaZe.
What? Even you, Bacchus?
Mr. Edge, a short time ago I intercepted some radio waves, albeit weak ones.
Radio waves? Like old broadcast radio?
The transmission was as follows. Some days ago, the historic honor of launching the first artificial satellite slipped through our fingers, instead going to the Reds. This unfortunate occurrence has prompted the President to announce new plans for manned rocket missions, promising to put men in space before our rivals. Mr. Edge, how would you interpret this information?
Anyone who's ever dreamed of going into outer space knows the story. The first successful launch of a man-made satellite was the middle of the last century, 1957. No wonder we can't reach anyone. In 1957, the USTA wasn't even a twinkle in someone's eye. Honestly, I can't believe it. But with this much evidence piling up, I guess we have no choice but to face reality. The planet we made our emergency landing on may be Earth, but it's an Earth from almost 150 years in the past. Didn't you mention this sort of thing before, FaZe? An error in mid-warp that can cause a ship to end up in another time entirely?
No, this situation is somewhat different. That was brought about by the distortion caused by warping within the space-time continuum. The dangers associated with it are nothing more than arriving earlier or later on the standard temporal axis. If the theory we're positing here is true, it would be time regression. And such a thing is absolutely not possible. Though, with the situation as it is, I hesitate to apply the term absolutely.
If we posit that time regression has indeed occurred, it would mean we're now located in a space topologically distinct from that in which we were previously. In the current situation, I do not yet have enough information to say whether such a thing is even possible. But if the reality is that we now stand upon the past Earth, we have no choice but to accept it as fact.
So, let me get this straight.
We've been transported to the Earth of 150 years in the past. And we currently have no way of getting back, right?
If this truly is the Earth of another time, then yes. I'm afraid there is nothing we can do to return.
Na, dann fliegt zum Präsidenten, sag ihm, was passieren wird und
The only
alles
thing
ist
I can say
supi.
for certain is this. It's pointless to keep standing around here. Let's return to the Calnus and review the situation together. Then we can decide what to do. What?
The Calnus! Damn it! What did they get here?
They're quite well regulated. I suppose they must be soldiers of some sort.
Even so, they've arrived much too quickly. They must have a base of operations nearby.
It would seem this was more than just a ghost town.
This isn't Let's Swap Theories time. Raimi and Limmel are still inside.
Wait.
All they want is to capture the extraterrestrials inside. If nothing else, I can assure you no one will be harmed. I wouldn't go recklessly provoking them if I were you.
Who are you? You refer to us as extraterrestrials quite casually.
Are you with those soldiers over there? What do you people want from us?
My name is Klaus Bachstein. You have to trust me. I'm your friend.
Ach, nicht im Ernst. Der hat seine eigene Technologie gefunden.
Mr. Bachstein, I must request an explanation. On what grounds should we consider you to be our friend?
Fair enough. But first we must find a better place to talk. You'll all be found if we stay here. You see the house with the red roof over there? That's my home. Come with me. I'll give you the details there.
Edge, are you really going to trust him?
We must keep in mind that this may be a trap.
Or he might really want to help us. If nothing else, he presented himself to us unarmed. Besides, he has no idea who or what we are, yet he shows his back to us? That's not the kind of man I want to doubt.
Thank you.
That is very like Mr. Edge.
Yes, I am truly no match for him.
Habt ihr eigentlich Kisten? Nö. Na, dann wollen wir mal zu dem Haus. Also ich muss sagen, die Grafiken lassen irgendwie im Laufe des Spiels immer mehr nach.
Edgy.
Limmel?
Good grief. Please don't scare us like that. For a moment, I thought it really was a trap.
But still, what are you doing here, Limmel?
Yeah. Weren't you staying in the Calnus?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
What exactly happened, Limmel?
Klausy.
Allow me to explain.
I see. So that's what this is all about. Your country's army has troops stationed at a base here, and the ruined town serves to camouflage it.
Interesting. So the men surrounding the Calnus were indeed soldiers after all.
But, Limmel, Raimi was captured trying to protect you. While we're all glad Klaus rescued you, you shouldn't have been so careless as to leave the Calnus.
I'm sorry. I was a bad girl. And now Riri's gone.
Well, I suppose there's little point in scolding you after the fact.
But
If you're truly sorry about what happened, that's more than enough. Not even Raimi would be angry with you, Limmel.
Edgy.
Besides, I'm partially responsible for this myself. It was a mistake to split us up under conditions like these. I won't make that mistake again. Let's go, people. We're rescuing Raimi.
It's nearly impossible to get into the base from outside. Why don't you leave this part to me?
What do you mean?
We'll pretend that I've apprehended you, and that I'm bringing you in. That should allow us to get inside without causing too much fuss.
I see. Yes, that would certainly allow us to avoid unnecessary trouble. But one question remains.
Which is?
What exactly is your motive for assisting us? Forgive me, but you're far too knowledgeable about what's happening here. What if he hands us all over together? Are you that kind of man, Klaus?
You have every right to doubt me. But even so, I want to help you.
All right. In that case, I'll leave our method of entry into the base to you, Klaus.
Edge!
Klaus saved Limmel after all. And Limmel isn't the kind of girl who would get this close to someone who couldn't be trusted. But more than anything else, I trust him.
Like I said, he came to us unarmed, and he turned his back on us without hesitation.
It would appear you have lost again, Mr. Faze.
So it would appear indeed.
Thank you. You may have already suspected this, but the truth is, I once worked at the base myself, as a scientist. I was involved with research into a certain field. My field was extraterrestrials, and the super technology they brought with them.
Mr. Bachstein, are you implying that the existence of extraterrestrials is known on this planet?
Well, not by the public, of course. And that's exactly why the researchers must be having trouble controlling their excitement right about now.
Why would that be?
It's not very often they get their hands on an unscathed ship like your Calnus. Not to mention uninjured extraterrestrials. If they can understand your technology and make it their own, these people who once struggled in obscurity can suddenly become heroes. Two birds with one stone. Your super technology, their fame. They'll be able to go public. They do it without even stopping to consider how dangerous such advanced technology might be. What kind of scientist would accept a breakthrough handed to him on a plate? We need to catch up with you on our own, through our own abilities. To be honest, our species just isn't ready for your technology. So once you've rescued your friend, I want you to leave this planet as soon as possible. If I must have a motive, I suppose that would be it.
I see.
Actually, there's one other thing I need to ask. As it happens, there's another extraterrestrial besides your friend who's being held captive in the base.
There are extraterrestrials on Earth other than us?
Yes, a young girl named Miracle.
Das schreit nach neuem
She has ears
Partymitglied.
and a tail that look just like that cat's. You'll know her when you see her. I beg of you, take Miracle back to her home planet.
You have my word. We'll do our best to get her home.
Thank you.
Yeah! Lümmel ist wieder am Start. Oh, eine Kiste. Ist hier irgendwo. Yeah, Kiste. Yeah, Blaubeeren. Ha, jetzt sind auf einmal ganz viele Kisten da. Dann wollen wir mal. Na, so wie es aussieht, bekommen wir jetzt einen neuen Charakter ins Team. Also, as soon as possible. Und ich frage mich, ob wir hier gleich wirklich Menschen töten müssen. Weil vorher haben wir nur gegen irgendwelche Aliens und Monster gekämpft. Und jetzt töten wir dann auf einmal unsere eigenen Stammesangehörigen. Das finde ich ein bisschen schräg. Aber naja. So ist das nochmal. Nun mal. Wenn wir die Frau unserer Herzen retten wollen, dann haben wir keine andere Wahl. Hier vorne ist die Kiste. Irgendwo. Da. Na, jetzt. Sieht mir aus wie eine Gefrierbox. Aber naja. Silberamulett. Was macht das denn? Ausrüsten. Okay. Mit einer Inschrift, die untote Feinde abwehrt. Okay. Also es wäre höchstens was für Lümmel, aber ich finde für Lümmel die Opferpuppe irgendwie sinnvoller. Jetzt müssen wir hier rüber. Wieder zu der Garage. Da ist auch noch ein Speicherpunkt, den werden wir gleich nutzen. Denn ich möchte nicht diesen ganzen Dialog nochmal haben, für den Fall, dass wir irgendwie failen. Nun denn. Ja. Ich würde sagen, bis gleich.